Welcome back to Talk of the Town. As you know, we love to spotlight small businesses, and this is a great one. We're going to talk a little bit about remodeling. I am joined today by Pino, who is the owner of Pino and Sons Remodeling, and I'm so glad to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us today. So your business is out of Sun Prairie, and we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the details of that in just a minute. But first, let's talk a little bit about what inspired you to start. It's such a leap of faith to start a small business. So how did you get involved in this?
Well, I think I have to give credit to my father. He was in the real estate business, but on the weekends he always enjoyed repairing things. So he always had a drill in his hand, and as a kid I enjoyed having tools and working with them, and I have a lot of passion for it. So. Wow.
Okay, so you got to see a little bit of that on some end as a kid, probably growing up with somebody who was in his own business. And
correct.
And I think that's great and inspiring and a great way to kind of jump in. But it's still tough to get going. So what do you think, other than the startup, or maybe that is the toughest, what's the most challenging thing to you?
To start a business is to have the courage, and you definitely have to be very disciplined.
Yes, absolutely.
And understand what's needed to get going. As of today, once I've been in business for a while now, my biggest challenge is the administrative part of my business, because I'm a hands-on person, so I'm at the job site doing work, but I also have to take care of the administrative part, which is the invoicing, estimating, follow-ups, and all that kind of stuff.
You know, I find that is probably a common situation for business owners, because you get into a business and you're passionate about the trade or the component of the business that gets you going, but then you have to run the back end too. What a bummer. No, but it's important, and you get excited about being out there and doing the work.
Absolutely,
I'm sure.
absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit about, kind of along those lines, what do you like so much about remodeling and construction?
There are a lot of things that I like about what I do, but I think the most satisfying thing is to see the face of my customers throughout the process. They feel, and they are part of the job and the process of remodeling whatever we're working on, whether it's a kitchen, a basement, a bathroom, or whatever the case might be, and then looking at their face after the final product I will say it's probably the part that I enjoy the most.
What a rewarding thing to do, because obviously you're in there and doing the hard work and getting the job done, but ultimately you're able to listen to the client and create their vision, and I think that's really a wonderful thing to do for somebody, because oftentimes it's probably their home or their space that they're working in, and you want to be in a beautiful space, so it's a fun thing to get to see that after.
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit more about your clients. Tell me about them.
Well, my typical clients are people that have been at their home 10 years or less. They're very proud of the space they live in, and they feel like they're very proud of their home, and they want to make it more beautiful, and the fact that they can trust me to achieve that dream, it's very rewarding.
Absolutely. Well, I think it's certainly a trend that we're seeing in real estate now, where people are really wanting to get a home that they love and love to be in. And especially now with the market the way that it is, sometimes it's a really nice thing to be able to remodel the space that you're in.
Absolutely.
And have something you love. So, well, great job contributing to those dreams.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Being a small business owner out in Sun Prairie, this is Pino with Pino and Sons Remodeling. We didn't get to this, but Caesar has 3 children, 3 boys, so hence the name. Nice chatting with you. Thanks for joining us
Thanks
today.
for having me.
We're going to be back with more Talk of the Town coming up after the break, so please stick with us.